So today I decided to do a walkthrough solve for CFOP solvers, and I will be using white cross only as I am primarily a white cross and yellow cross solver. And this is mostly aimed towards intermediate solvers that want to learn new F2L tricks or learn look-ahead skills in case they're having trouble with that. And I will also be going into the cross explanation and F2L solution explanations. So I'll just put the Scramble on the screen and you guys can follow along. So with this Scramble, the first thing that I noticed is that the orange is connected to its centerpiece. So I don't have to worry about this orange cross piece right here. So I would worry about the other cross pieces, and the first thing that I noticed is that I can place this red centerpiece relative to this blue piece to align the cross later on. So how I would do this is to do an F and then R prime and then another F to put these two pieces relative to one another. And once I do a D, these two pieces are now relative. So then to end the cross, I would just do an F prime, L, and then an F2, and that would finish my entire cross. Now, because I wasn't tracking any particular pair while I was doing cross or doing inspection or anything, I would probably look for my blue and orange edge and corner pieces. So by looking at just this front view, you can tell that the orange and blue corner piece must be one of these three, because none of these pieces or these two here have blue or orange on them. So because these three have orange, it must be one of these three, and it's highly likely to be one of these two because these two both have blue and orange on them. So I do a U to check, and I do indeed confirm that this is the blue and orange corner piece. And then I would look for the edge piece, and I know that the edge piece can't be these two, or well, now this either because it has red on it. So because none of these can be the edge pieces, it must be back here. So now, because I've deduced that this is indeed the correct edge, I will look for the orientation. So because this is orange, I'll look for an F2L solution to where I can pair these up, and the solution would just be to take it out like that, and that would pair these two up. So then I would just rotate to my left and then insert this into the back like so. So the second F2L pair may be harder to spot, but in my case, while I was inserting this F2L pair into the back, I was looking at my second F2L pair, and I was looking at this red-blue edge coming out, and I was also looking at this corner piece, but while in this angle, I wasn't sure if this was indeed the white corner piece, but when I was inserting it, I do indeed confirm that this is the blue and red pair. And if you're not at the level where you can insert your first pair or do your first pair while you're looking for your second pair, then I would advise doing U's or U primes to check if this is the correct pair, or looking down at your slots, especially your back left slot in this case, because you already finished your back right slot, so you don't have to look at this anymore. So in my case, I'll just do this pair like this by doing a U, inserting this corner, doing a U, and then doing a sexy on my left hand. So then instead of rotating and inserting this F2L pair, I'll actually do this from this angle and do this into the back, because I want to avoid rotating so that I can keep these two empty slots in my front view. I'll start the algorithm by doing a U, an R, B, small r prime, a U prime, M prime, and that finishes my alg. So that finishes my two back pairs, and that gives me a view of all the pieces that I need to solve my front two pairs. So these two pairs are pretty straightforward actually. So for my red, I'll actually do my orange and green pair first by taking out this edge and then inserting it like so into my front slot. And then next I'll just do these pair pretty simply actually by doing a U and a rotation at the same time like so, and then pairing it up, doing a U prime, and then inserting into the back. And obviously this part's pretty straightforward. I'll just do OOL, and then I end off with a Y perm.